Well, I am back at the Skinwalker Forest, but it literally sounds like there's somebody right around this bend of the ravine that's talking. What the is that? So for him to be describing like all the characteristics of this thing, he's got to be talking about a Skinwalker. What the? Guys, welcome back to Cursed Urban. I'm your host Dan, and we have a special one today. But first, before I get into that, guys, if you are new here, make sure you go down there, hit that subscribe button, do me a huge favor. And if you are a returning subscriber, a member of the Cursed crew, or even a casual viewer, make sure to hit that like button, leave me a comment knowing that you are ready for today's video, and please share the video with a friend, family member, or on your social media if you really enjoy it. It helps the channel out tremendously. Now that we have formalities out of the way, how's everyone doing? Hope you guys are well. And if you are in the Midwest or the North, I hope you guys are warm because it is cold today. It is, I think for the past, this is the third video that I've said this. This is one of the coldest times I've ever been out filming. And each time I managed to top it by going out in colder weather. Like, as you can see, I got gloves on, got my hat, got coat. Usually I manage to get out in a hoodie and a hat, but not today, dude. I am freezing. I cannot wait to get some thermals on, which I should have already put on, and sit by the campfire. That is what I am looking forward to. But enough of me complaining. Let's get into what you are really here for, and that is this forest. What forest are you at today, you ask? Well, I am back at the Skinwalker Forest. Now, this forest isn't known just for skinwalkers. It is known for many, many different types of cryptids that call this place home, and tons of paranormal activity thanks to purported cult activity back in the 80s and early 90s. There has been sightings here, there's been encounters here, there's been everything here reported tons and often. Most recently, and why we have come back here today, is last week that I heard 2 reports of mimic sightings. One guy was mountain biking through the woods when he heard a voice much like his call his name from the trees. The other one was a lady walking her dog along the bike path that runs along the lake. Same situation, she heard what sounded like a male voice call her name from the woods and whistle to her dog. Very creepy stuff. Very, very creepy stuff. So this is just from word of mouth. Of course, there'd be no official reports on that, unfortunately. But yeah, so I'm out here hoping that we catch a glimpse of something. So I'm starting it today, hitting the trails, looking around a little bit until I get too cold and have to retire back to my vehicle. And then we are going to be camping tonight at a good friend of mine's house, well, at his property anyways, that actually backs up to this forest. I've camped there a few times and we have gotten some fairly decent results. So it's a nice place because I don't think there even is any place to camp in this forest. I'm not sure. I mean technically you can camp anywhere in the forest, but I mean like allowed to camp, you know what I mean? So, but we got his land, which is, like I said, it's technically a part of this forest, but it's on his property. So we're going to be camping there tonight. And yeah, I already can't feel my fingers even with gloves on. It is so cold, but we're going to get moving. Hopefully I'll warm up. We're going to do a small circuit through these woods, down this trail, run some tests, possibly if I can take my hands out of the gloves for long enough to hold my devices, and we'll get going. So let's hit the trails, see what we can find. All right, we are headed into the forest a little ways. Dude, I am sorry that I'm complaining so much. I'm so cold. These gloves are, I think these gloves are doing more harm than good, to be honest. Oh man, I am so cold right now. The camera is like barely working. Because like the viewfinder on the back, the main screen is an LCD screen, liquid crystal display. So in cold temperatures, they don't refresh very well. So like everything on the screen like looks like blurry. So I know it doesn't record that way, but like how I see it, it's like lagging. It's really, really weird, and that's how you know it's like super, super cold out. But that's all right. I'm gonna stay out here for as long as I can, which is probably not gonna be, I don't know, dude, much longer than 15, 20 minutes. It's really, really bad out, like really bad. Wow. Oop. Caught the tripod on a tree. Look at this. This is super cool. I don't know if I've ever been. I don't know if I've ever been over this way. Look at this. This is really cool. Like it's got like a ravine that runs through here. Maybe I have. Maybe I have been over here. I don't think so though. This is super cool. I wonder if I can get down there. Looks like I should be able to. Hopefully, without dying. Preferably without dying. Preferably without breaking a camera. Oh yeah, we're good. I hope. Yeah, all right. We're down in the valley. You can see it's not, it's a little bit steep. It's nothing too crazy. You can see all the little animal footprints trying to come down and get water. It's like raccoon. Cool spot though. I'm guessing this is, oh, this is, okay. I don't know if this is frozen. It is, okay, there is water under here. I was like, I don't know if this is frozen or what. Or if it's just like, dry creek bed. Cool little spot. Definitely way off the trail, but it's all good. Really nice spot. I need to come out here more. Honestly, I really like it out here. Especially in the winter. Like, I am freezing, but I mean, it's just such good vibes. Oh, looks like I wasn't the only one walking. I see some old footprints. Man. Is that thawing? No, there's no way. Wait. Yeah, it must be some recent runoff because it's so cold. This should all be frozen right now. Oh, there goes my plan. I was gonna walk down. I was gonna walk down there using the water, but I don't think that's possible right now. Let's see if we can find our way back up. Oh yeah, it looks like kind of a trail right here. Yeah, okay. There's the way it came down. Yeah, right there. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm just trying to get my bearings right now. Even though I don't think we're gonna side quest off the main path too much. A lot steeper than it looks. Doesn't help that I'm still out of shape too. But I'm out of shape. But I have been on a diet these past 2 weeks, and I'm down like 10 pounds. I know most of that's water weight starting out, but still feeling pretty good. Because I definitely need to lose some weight, especially hiking around here. Maybe we should have like the Cursed Urban Diet Club for people who want to lose weight or get in shape. And then we can all hold each other accountable. Let me know if the Cursed Urban Diet Club is a good idea in the comments. It's probably not a good idea. Alright, so looks like this trail wraps around, goes down on the other side of that little river from where I just was. So let's go down there, throw the camera on the tripod real quick. We'll set up the tripod real quick, and maybe do a little spirit talker or necrometer, necrometer, whatever. Yeah, this is awesome. Like, just the view and everything. Like, if there wasn't snow here, this wouldn't be half as like scenic as it is right now. And since we're in this valley, it's like a little bit more quiet because there is like, I don't know how far from where I'm at right now. It's that way. No, it's that way. I don't know. There is like a major road that runs by, so it is a little bit noisy. But like being down here, it's a little bit more quiet. And even though there's just a dusting of snow, I mean, it acts like a little bit of a sound insulator. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we are on the other side of this creek. That's where we just were, right by where that big log is. We were just right over there on the other side of that. Cool. Cool. Oh, maybe that's another trail that goes through there. It kind of looks like it. I wonder where that goes. But yeah, I think we'll set up the camera, do a little bit of spirit talker. Usually I do like spirit talker or like necrometer as I walk, but like it's just gonna be too hard with gloves on, like trying to hold the camera and hold the phone with these big goofy gloves, big Mickey Mouse gloves. So I'm gonna have to be stationary for a bit. But yeah, I do want to see if we get anything here, because it seems like we usually get a lot of activity by like water areas, like by creek beds, by lakes, everything like that. So yeah, I'm interested to see if anything comes from here. All right, guys, so we are set up down here right along the river. I don't know how much time I have. My fingers are getting worse and worse and worse with cold, so I'm probably gonna have to retire to my car pretty quick. But it's all right. I got like a 5 to 10 minute walk back to the car, so it's not like I'm in any like immediate danger. But yeah, let's get out. Let's get out some Spirit Talker. Break this branch off that keeps hitting me in the face. And see if we get anything. Alright, Spirit Talker. Spirit Talker on. Glove back on. I need to buy some hand warmers, like some of those rechargeable hand warmers. I just keep forgetting. Maybe I'll order some on Amazon right when I get back to the car, because that would be really useful right now. Is there anyone here with me right now? Miller. Okay. Am I speaking with somebody named Miller? Yeah, I like it out here. It's so quiet. I mean, you can hear some distant traffic, but for the most part, it's so quiet and just like peaceful, and it's so cold. Like nobody is out here today except for me being dumb. Coming out to film the video in single-degree temperatures.
Using my voice.
That's all right. Using my voice. Can you say something with your voice, maybe? Say something out loud that I could hear? It's very odd that they say using my voice when the reports of a mimic are so recent. Evil. Not evil. What's evil? Does evil live here? Is that you speaking? I don't know if you guys can hear it. But it literally sounds like there's somebody right around this bend of the ravine that's talking. Like whisper talking. Like where we just were. It's super faint though. I don't even know if the camera can pick it up. Was that you talking over there?
It watches from the dark.
Hello? No, it quit. After I said hello, it quit. It was like consistent though. Consistent talking right up until I said hello. Okay, cool. Our next response we got is, it watches from the dark. Evil, it watches from the dark, using my voice. So these are all... Are you okay? Are you referring to something possibly a creature that is rumored to live here? My name is Walter. Walter, are you possibly referring to something that lives in this forest? Something that maybe you have heard been called a mimic before? Is that what you're referring to? Because it sounds like that's what you're describing. Evil, using my voice, evil, and watches from the dark. Like, that's literally like spot on. Walker. Are you talking about a skinwalker, Walter? Dude, that's when he's I mean,
No.
evil watches from the dark, and Walker. And when I start talking about creatures, when I ask it about creatures, it in what was the other question I asked? Sorry, I'm like thinking about like 5 things at once right now and trying to express myself at the same time. So when I start describing the creature and ask if people have called it, I said a mimic. He says walker, like you're describing this like this is a skinwalker forest. People have sighted skinwalkers here. There is skinwalker history here. So for him to be describing,
There's many others.
for him to be describing like all the characteristics of this thing, and then Walker, like he's got to be talking about a skinwalker. Has to be. And there's many others. So I think, yeah, whoever this is listening to this conversation right now, and is reassuring me, like, not kind. I can't think of a better word, but it's like telling me, like, yeah, there's a skinwalker here among many others.
Take a right.
Take a right. What's right, Walter? I hope the wind noise isn't too bad, guys. I really apologize if it is. I'll try and get rid of some of it in editing, but I don't have my microphone on right now.
Approach.
Approach. Am I going to be approached by something? And who are these others that you speak of? Is this other creatures that could live here? Get some blood flowing.
Don't leave.
Don't leave, okay? Why should I not leave? Why do you not want me to leave? All right, Walter, well, I'll tell you what. I actually have to leave
Why?
because... Lie. No, this isn't a lie, but... Walter, I actually have to leave right now because I am very cold, and I don't want to be cold. But I will be in the forest tonight, so if you'd like to speak with me more, I really would like that, and I encourage you to come find me. But for now, I'm going to shut this method of communication off. Thank you for the answers. That is one of the best series of answers we've ever gotten in the daytime. Like, he is, like, whoever this Walter guy is, I'm guessing it's Walter Miller, is really telling us about something that's here. And I think that something is a skinwalker or a mimic. I think that's what he was describing. That's what makes the most sense with the responses. correlating with what I was talking about in real time too. So I don't know, guys. I'm excited for tonight. Kind of. I know it's gonna get colder. That's the only part I'm not excited for. Excuse me, but yeah, I'm gonna try and build a huge fire tonight. But it's gonna be kind of hard though, since it is so cold. All right, I'm gonna get this tripod packed back up and then start walking to my car, and we'll talk on the way. All right, just had to get a few shots for B-roll, and we are heading out of here. All right, yeah, guys, I am excited. I am really excited. We got some very, very, very promising answers. There we go. I think it might be a good night tonight, especially when whoever we were speaking with is describing skinwalkers, is describing mimics, and is telling me there's many others in this forest, which I know, like, I've heard that plenty of times. I mean, I've heard plenty of reports, but it's always good to get some reassurance that what you might be looking for is out here. Not to mention, this is really a big, or one of the main, I should say, Bigfoot forests in Illinois. There has been a ton of Bigfoot sightings out here as well, so you never know what we might come across or what might be watching us from the shadows. And I'm still going to do, people ask me about it all the time, and I really have not forgotten about you guys, but I really am going to do a Bigfoot investigation here soon. I just don't know anything really about investigating Bigfoot. Like, I just don't know a ton about it. I am not well versed in Bigfoot, Bigfoot etiquette, if you will. Not that I'm not interested, but a lot of these other cryptids, creatures, and legends have always captivated me a little bit more, and Bigfoot was always kind of put on the back burner. Oh wow, look at this. This is a really, really nice shot, or a nice view of this valley and ravine. So yeah, Bigfoot video is coming. I hear you guys. I know you guys want to see it. You guys want me to try my hand at Bigfoot hunting. I do have a good friend who has already agreed to do an interview with me and share his story about his Bigfoot encounter. He actually had a real Bigfoot encounter, I want to say back in 2014 at this place, more towards southern Illinois, which we will be going to this place that he had the encounter at. But yeah, he said he'd sit down and tell his story. So when we do the video, we'll sit down with my buddy and have him recount what happened. And the thing is I fully believe him, because he never had any Bigfoot encounters before. He didn't believe in it. He didn't even know when it happened. He didn't even know what it was. And then, like, as he was telling some of his coworkers, like, oh, like, all this weird stuff happened. Like, we kept hearing these noises. He described the noises. He described some of the signs, like little rocks being thrown at him and stuff. They're like, dude, that was a Bigfoot. And, like, he's like, really? And his cousin was there to corroborate the story with him. So yeah, we'll be getting his story, and then going to the forest where he had that encounter at. So I've been kind of saving that video, but also kind of at the same time, like, stalling, because I want to learn more about how to do this, like, research properly, so I'm not made fun of too much. I'm used to being made fun of, but being made fun of too much. But all right, guys, we're almost to the main path. So I am going to kick it into high gear to get back to the car, get warmed up, and I'll see you guys tonight. All right, guys. Man. So I just hold on. Let me turn this light down so I don't blind myself. Oh, wrong way. Hold on. Bear with me. All right. So I just got out here. And it's gotten substantially colder from the time that I talked to you guys last until now. It's got to be into the negatives. Thankfully, the wind has kind of stopped. I mean, there's a little gust every now and then, but for the most part, like it's pretty peaceful. But yeah, it's cold. I think I'm going to forego having the fire, to be completely honest with you. I just do not feel like being out in this cold weather, setting up the tent, scrounging around for the firewood, trying to get the fire lit, because I didn't bring my propane pit tonight. I only brought like real fire. I was planning on having a real fire tonight. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna set up the tent and be done with it, straight up. So I think I don't think, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up the tent, get like camp set up, get the heater going, and we're gonna have an inside the tent investigation tonight, because it's too cold. And like, there's a little bit of snow. There's not much, but there's a little bit of snow. So like, trying to find like the firewood and stuff, because here's one of my little piles of it. It's covered with snow, like pretty good. And then I got another little pile like over that way, because I've just been like cutting down like these little branches and stuff and chopping them up into like tiny firewood like this. So yeah, they're all covered with snow. I did bring my gloves, but I don't want to freeze tonight. That's what I'm trying to get at, is I don't want to freeze tonight. So I just want to stay warm, do some investigations, and although it might not be as atmospheric sitting inside the tent, doing investigation versus sitting around a roaring campfire, for my sanity and for my hands' sake, yeah, we're staying warm tonight. So I hope that's all right with you guys. I know the temperature is supposed to improve here soon, which, I mean, it's the dead of winter in the Midwest, so it can only become so favorable, but there will be more opportunities. So I hope you guys stick with me for this video and my in the tent investigation. If not, I completely understand, but I really hope you stick with me. I'm still fairly optimistic that we'll get at least some cool stuff. So yeah, I am going to shut up, and I'm going to get camp set up right now. And next scene you'll see is probably me in the tent. Alright guys, we are settled in the tent. Very settled, very warm. Been running my propane heater for a bit. And I would say, actually, I'm cooking. I'm cooking. The propane heater in the big tent was already like, it kept it nice. But in this small one, it's like, I only need to run it for about like a minute or two at a time. Plus I got thermals on, thermal pants on. So yeah, I am cooking. But I'm sure it's going to cool itself down here in a few minutes, and I'll have to pop it back on. Hopefully not. So yeah, here we are for the evening. Hope that's all right with you guys. And I want to give a big shout out. I don't remember who suggested it. Actually, I'm going to look it up right now, if I can. Let's see if I can find them. Community, comments, search. What do they say? Share, maybe? Man, I'm not gonna be able to find this. Not gonna be able to find it if I want to. Chair, upside down. Man. I can't find it, so I do apologize. But whoever sent me the message, whoever sent me the tip about the camping chair, gigantic shout out to you. Like I said, sorry that I don't remember your name. I do feel bad about that because I want to give you a proper shout out. So let me know in the comments who you are, and I'll give a thank you to you. But somebody gave me a tip because I was complaining the last time I was in the tent when I shot a video in this tent specifically that like I am in a lot of pain from sitting like cross-legged from like just trying to get comfortable from sitting on the ground like with no support for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And yeah, and they suggested that I set the camping chair like I have now, where you lay it down and you sit on the back of it and lean against the seat, and it works fantastic. This is very comfortable. So whoever you are that suggested this, thank you. Big shout out to you. I will remember this little life hack and continue to do it for years to come because this is awesome. But yeah, guys, we are in here tonight. We are in the tent. Wind has definitely calmed down a little bit. Well, I mean, it wasn't windy to begin with, but even more so. Yeah, I was really looking forward to building a fire tonight. Like, I was. It was gonna be good. I had the whole night planned out. I was like, okay, I'm going to build this fire. I'm going to sit around it. I'm going to build the biggest fire I possibly can. Sit around. We're going to have a great night. But it was just like, no, no. Because I knew it was going to take forever to start with it being cold and then scrounging for the wood. Like I said, just like, I'm honestly just not in the mood for this. So here we are. Hopefully that's all right with you. I did bring the Ouija board. I don't know if we will use that tonight, but if something wants to communicate that way, we will. I don't know if we will use it, but maybe we'll see. We'll see how the night goes. But all right. So continuing off from where we were earlier in the forest, we had a pretty, I'd say, eventful afternoon with the responses that we got from Spirit Talker. After I left off with you guys, I went to my car, got warm, and then I headed out. I got a little bit of lunch and just didn't do a whole lot in the nearby city. And then once it got dark, I came back out here. But yeah, this afternoon, it seemed like whatever we were speaking to, what was his name? Something Miller, I believe we were talking to. He seemed to describe a skinwalker pretty closely. So that has me very optimistic for this evening, because what we are searching for, like I said, is we are looking for a mimic, or anything really. There's been mimic sightings here recently. There's been skinwalker sightings here for as long as I've heard. And then, of course, there's a Bigfoot haven, so to speak. And yeah, so it's a good location. And I myself, this is, I think, the third or fourth time I've been here, and most of the time it's a hit or miss. Most of the time it's a hit, but sometimes it's a miss. So, but yeah, we shall see what we get this evening. So we'll start out with some Spirit Hawker and get going. Hold on. Just answering some texts. Or a text. Alright, there we go. Spirit Talker. Got Spirit Talker on. Is there anyone still here that I was speaking to earlier? Mr. Miller? Are you still here with me? Feel free to communicate with this device that I have in my hand. Speak to it like you'd speak to an old friend. And we can talk, if you'd like to. Feel? Okay. Are you here with me right now? Oh, and another thing, guys. I gotta give you the tent tour still. There's not much. There's like my coat, the heater, which I'm about to turn back on. Backpacks, but I brought extra I was smart this time. I was smarter than usual. I brought a pillow and an extra thick blanket with the sleeping bag to sleep in tonight, so I'll stay nice and warm. Oh, I'm gonna turn that heater on real quick. There we go. Is there anyone here with me anyone here with me tonight? Grandfather. Who was the grandfather? That's nice. Who is this grandfather that you speak of? Or is that who I'm talking to? Water. Excuse me. Don't mean to be rude. Can't help it sometimes, though. So feel grandfather water. So I'd say, guys, this is pretty much a drastically different variety than we're getting before.
My name is Eleanor.
My name is Eleanor. Eleanor, are you related to somebody named Miller? Or does anyone that has communicated with me know somebody named Miller? I'd like to speak with him again. I think was it Harry Miller? If possible, I'd like to speak with him again. You can hear the trees creaking outside and everything. It's super creepy.
How do we work it?
How do we work it? If you're speaking about how do you speak to me, simply communicate with me through this device that I have in my hand. Speak to it as you would just speak to me, and I'll be able to understand what you're saying. That's all you need to do. Or if there's another way that you'd like to communicate, let me know. If you'd like to, touch the tent, say something to me, whisper something maybe, even, touch me, maybe on the arm or something. Feel free to do that as well. There, Their. I was told that there was a creature that lived in these woods called a skinwalker. Do you know anything about that? Do you know anything about skinwalkers? Or if they're real? Or if they live here? Or another creature called the mimic. Do you know if the
Walk forward.
Walk forward. I'm not leaving my tent. I can't walk. I cannot walk forward currently. It is not possible. After, okay. All right, I'm going to end this session with you right now. If you'd like to speak with me in a little bit, maybe we can try something else that might be a little bit easier, or that you might like more to communicate with. Dude, that was like a bust. That was like a bust. We got nothing on Spirit Talker. I was so hopeful too from like earlier when we were out in the forest, and it was like going nuts. And that was during the day. Usually it's quiet during the day and very active at night. But like, what the is that? It stopped. Did you guys hear that? It sounded like, I don't know. It sounded like something was right by my tent. Keep in mind, like, it's not unusual to have like wildlife and stuff out here. But still, that sounded really close. Really, really close. All right. Take a break for a second, and then we'll do some Necrometer. See if that treats us any better. All right, guys, we're back. So, yeah, that was a very unsuccessful first attempt. I did go outside. I didn't see anything around the tent. Let's move on. Let's move on to Necrometer. See if we get anything with that, and take it from there. There's that noise again. If you guys wondering what I was doing along the tent or along the top of the tent, there's like a gap for vents. So I was like looking through that gap. That was like almost the same sound as before. I don't see anything out there. Concerning a little bit, but what can we do? All right, Necrometer time. All right, we got on. Excuse me again. Is there anyone out here that would like to communicate with me? Or anything that would like to communicate with me? You shouldn't be here. Why should I not be here? What is wrong with me being here tonight? Does something not want me here? Pens? Pens? Who am I speaking with right now? Pens. This is one of the most bizarre. That is one of the most bizarre responses that I've ever gotten. Yes, you will. Yes, I will what? In the afternoon. Who? Yes, I was here in the afternoon. Who was I speaking with then? Are you still here? I believe the name was Miller. I was speaking with somebody named Miller. Is he still here? He told me about a creature that lived in this woods. In these woods, and I wanted to know more. Any way you or Miller could tell me more? Is that possible? Guide you to safety. Where would I go to be safe at? Or what do I need to be safe from? What the
In the corner.
Is holy? What? What was that?
Sound.
Sound. I've never heard anything like that before. What was that noise? Was that even... Was that even an animal? What was that? And then sound, like it's pointing out like I just heard something sound. What was that? Can you tell me what that noise was? Dude, that sounded like something like that sounded like a creature in the distance. Like something I've never heard before. Fifteen. 15 what? Was that a skinwalker that I just heard? Is that what that was? That was unreal, dude. That was unreal. I've never heard anything like that before in my life. Like seriously, I'm literally at a loss for words right now. I'm trying to think of what that could be. Like we don't have animals here that make that type of noise. Like
Interdimensional.
was what I heard an interdimensional being? I just got the word interdimensional. Is that what you're saying? That's what I heard? Something that was interdimensional? That was scary. That was scary, straight up. I mean, that's what we're looking for. Stuff like that. But that doesn't mean when it happens it's not any less scary though. It remains a mystery. Are you talking about that noise I just heard? Like, do you not want to tell me what that was? Is that why it remains a mystery? Are you worried about telling me what that was? Like if you say its name or something, it could hurt you. Is that what you're worried about? Daniel, it just said my name. It just said my name. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. on any investigation. I don't think anything has ever called me out by my name. Just when I thought we were going to have a dull night. I don't like that. Daniel, dude, I don't like that. How do you know my name? I do not like that one. I do not like that one bit. You must suffer. You must suffer. Dude, alright, I'm turning this off. Straight up. Daniel, you must suffer. That's not the message that I wanted to get tonight. Oh, man. Alright, never mind. I'm turning back on. How do you know my name? First of all, and why do I need to suffer? Dude, literally just when I thought we were going to have a peaceful night of nothing going on, something out there is literally straight up threatening me. Fear. Yeah, you could say that again. Dude, that's insane. That's insane. Oh man. Sorry, dude, I'm sorry that I'm repeating myself, guys, but when you hear your name and then you will suffer right after it, it's not a good combination to have. It's not a good combination for in a forest with that's known to have skinwalkers. That's not a combination you want. Hello? Alright, I shut Necrometer off. Dude, I'm not gonna be having a calm night tonight. Dude. Man, dude, this is wild. This is wild. I'm still tripped out about that. I'm still tripped out about Daniel, you will suffer. That's not cool. That's not cool. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, I am definitely not doing the Ouija board tonight. Absolutely no way. That would be a bad idea. I'm not doing the Ouija board tonight. No way. I don't. You can hassle me all you want in the comments. You can be like, Dan, you're scared. You're a little scaredy cat. I'll take it. I will take it. Yeah, no, I'm not doing the Ouija board tonight. That's a bad idea. Instead, I will go to bed. It's a much safer idea. So I'm gonna calm down because I don't know how to put it in words how I'm feeling right now. So I'm gonna calm down. I'm going to answer some texts that I need to get back to, some snaps. And we'll go to bed. And hopefully we have an eventful night. Uneventful night. But we'll probably have an eventful night. So I will see. Whew, all right. I am, as you can see, in bed. And I don't know where I put my flashlight. It's very annoying. I seem to set my flashlight down somewhere and have forgotten where it was. Which does not make me too happy. Oh, just kidding, guys. It's right here. So, I have listened and I agree. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you. And I haven't been against this idea ever, just to make that perfectly clear. But I'm very happy I've done this. Everybody says, Dan, make sure you bring a means to protect yourself with. So I made sure to do that tonight, just in case. And I'm glad I did. Because tonight, dude, tonight is something else. I don't know, like I was telling you guys, I don't know how to put it in words, like when you believe that like you've had direct contact with something. And then that something says to you, like, your name and you will suffer. After being warned about, like, skinwalkers in the forest, about being warned about, whatever is out here. It was almost like a switch flip tonight too. It was like we're having like a very, like, I don't want to use the word peaceful, but that's the only thing I can think of, like, peaceful, chill night, and then like a switch flipped, and then whatever this is now after me. Yeah, so keep the strap by my side, keep my flashlight out of the holster. All right, well, I'm going to try and sleep a little bit. This purple light is actually, I have two lights that I shoot with, a white one, or you can change them any color, but right now I have one set to white and one set to purple. And it's very nice. It's very soothing. Usually I sleep with a red light on. When I'm camping, I'm not one of those red light aficionados. I don't know anything about that. But when I'm camping, just because red light, doesn't interfere with your night vision or whatever. Well, low red light. But yeah, this purple light is very soothing. It's lavender color. Lavender soothing. I know that. I don't know that. I just thought about that. All right, I'm going to bed. I actually am kind of tired. So, good night, guys. Camera is going to be running. I plan on sleeping for about 2 hours. I got my alarm set, and we'll see. We'll see what happens after that. I'll tell you one thing, though. It's a game changer actually remembering to bring a pillow and a blanket with. Who would have thought, right? I just woke up to something right outside the tent. Something big. I don't hear it now. I don't hear it now. That's that exact same noise from before. Dude, what? What is out here? Dude, what is out here? I've never heard anything like that. Dude, that's not a deer. Whatever that is, it's either A, a very, very large person, or B, something that's not supposed to be here. Or something that, I don't know. I've never heard that sound, and it's just too big. Like whatever that thing is just gigantic. I am, oh man. I am like chilled to the bone right now, guys. I'm too scared to leave the tent. And I'm not going back to sleep. What time is it even? 4. Almost 4. All right, I guess I'm just gonna sit, stay awake, and see what happens. So it's been about another 30 minutes. I've just been sitting here scrolling on my phone, catching up with messages, even though everybody's pretty much asleep right now. I haven't heard anything else. I kept the camera running. I am going to review the footage, which is probably going to suck, because that's a lot of footage. Just sit and watch. Just watch myself sit in a chair, but whatever. If there's any sounds in the background, I want to put it in. But yeah, no, I haven't heard anything else. It's just been all quiet, other than the trees creaking, and that's about it. Not even the rustling of leaves, because we, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Tonight was crazy. It might not seem that way, because I know translating these events from here on to film is not that exciting. But for me personally, sitting here, experiencing this, hearing these things, getting my adrenaline going, it's all very real, and it's terrifying. It really is terrifying. For you guys, it was probably one of the lamest videos I've ever put out. That's how I feel anyways. It was probably boring, slow-paced, and watching Dan sit in his tent. But being in the environment, being possibly stalked by a skinwalker, by a mimic, by something, by a Bigfoot, it's terrifying. This is literally one of the most. This is one of the scariest investigations I've ever done. Just because here's the thing, I know something is out there. Like, I know it. I heard it. But I don't know what it is. And that's the scariest part, is I don't know what that thing is outside the tent. That was making those noises, that was walking around. But yeah, it's early in the morning now, very early. Sun should probably be coming up any minute now. So I'm going to start packing up and I'm going to get out of here. Need to bring some bigger guns. Oh man. Yeah, well I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is the part where I usually say like, oh, if you guys would like me to come back to this spot, let me know in the comments. But here's the thing, is I will be back at this spot at some point or another. Probably sooner rather than later. Just because of those of you guys who don't know, this is a friend of mine. This is his property. And he's like, you can camp here anytime you want. So, yeah, I kind of come down here. And as you can see, we get some decent interactions occasionally. So, yeah. Guess that's one of the perks of having property that backs up to the Skinwalker Forest. But, yeah. Well, I'm going to get everything put together, and I'm going to get out of here as soon as the sun comes up. So, as soon as I can see the outside brightening a little bit, that is when I'm going to leave. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming here today. Let me know what you thought of this video. If it was boring, I'm sure you're going to tell me it was boring. If you enjoyed it, please let me know that you enjoyed it. Maybe I can do, because here's the thing, is I would like to get out and camp more, but sometimes, honestly, in the Midwest, it's just not plausible. It's just way too cold. I'm going to be miserable, and I'm going to be cranky the entire video, and nobody wants to see that. So what do you guys think of the in-tent camping things on very cold nights? Is this something you enjoy? Like, do you like the indoor investigations, or do you think it's dumb? Let me know in the comments. I'm sure you will either way, especially if it's dumb. So, yeah, another thing that we're thinking of doing, or that I've been talking to Todd about, is I might bring my RV down to his property and leave the RV on his land. So I would have it's kind of a one hand washes the other type situation. One, I would have a place to stay at when I was here, and two, I'd let him use it to have for his hunting stand or whatever, his hunting whatever he wants to do with it, and sit in there while he hunts, I guess. So, yeah, it's kind of like a one hand washes the other type thing. So we're thinking about doing that. I might bring the RV down here, and then we'd have a little bit better accommodations of where to stay other than just the tent on the ground with a few lights. Because right now, like, here's another stipulation with filming inside the tent. I can only do it when it's like calm out, like not like tonight when there's like no wind. Because once it gets windy, the tent gets loud, it gets annoying. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this video. I'd like to hear your feedback, because if you do like this, if you do find it tolerable, and you like, it is cool to see the tent investigations, like just investigating the tent, then I can, I'll be able to get out a little bit more. But if you think it's lame, which the numbers will also tell me if you guys think it's lame, then, I probably won't. But, alright guys, I'm going to get packed up. So, thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think that thing was out there. I'd really like to know your input, or have your input with this one. I'd always like to have your input, but specifically with this one, because this was, I don't know what that was. That was weird. So let me know what you thought that thing was out there. Do you think it could be something nefarious, like a skinwalker, like a mimic, or do you think it's just something dumb, like a deer? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Guys, big shout out to our patrons and our YouTube channel members. thank you guys for making tonight's video possible. Big shout out to the Cursed Crew in general. If you'd like to become a Cursed Crew member, it costs nothing. It costs nothing. If you see some of our viewers on here running around with like so and so Cursed Crew in their name, you don't have to be a member to do that. You don't have to be a patron to do that. Simply add Cursed Crew to your name. Let everybody know that you're part of the Cursed Crew. So just go to YouTube, edit your name, so and so Cursed Crew. It's free. Change it whenever you want. Feel free. I get asked that all the time. Like, do I have to be a member? Do I have to be a patron to add Cursed Crew? No, you do not. Just it's like a clan tag from back in the day, like back in the Xbox days. But all right, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Follow us on all the social media, and yeah. Have a good night or day wherever you're at, and we'll see you very soon on the next video. Peace out, guys.